Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for June 10th to the 16th. This is for Virgo and Virgo rising, and we're going to jump right into it. Virgo, what a week. This is a loaded week. There's a lot happening. Even though there's only 4 aspects, they're actually really big, okay? 4, right? Yeah, 4. They're actually really big, all right? The first is we kick it off on Tuesday, June 11th with Mars squaring Pluto, all right? So if you saw your last week's reading, you know that we started moving into this energy of all these squares, all right? So these squares are a little bit challenging. They're going to be a little bit challenging in terms of you'll feel that squeeze about them. Now, this one's really interesting. Mars squaring Pluto. These are 2 very powerful planets, and when they're in this square, you kind of see the more aggressive side of them. You know, Mars being all about the god of war and conflict, and then Pluto, which is destruction and intensity. And so this is big come at me bro energy. Okay, there could be a situation where you feel a little bit of a squeeze. There could be some people that are fishing for those moments of trying to get you into a thing. Just be cool. You're gonna be fine as long as you trust your intuition. You feel you just be you stay frosty and just let karma work its magic, because this is kind of like a testing moment and you're going to feel it for a few days. It's a big square, okay? It's a really big square. So just remember that these 2 planets are trying to trip you up. Now, Mars, remember, moved into Taurus when your 9th house, okay? And so Pluto is in Aquarius in your 6th house. So this is very interesting. This is something where I would, listen, Mars is... like accidents too, okay? And because Pluto is in Aquarius in your 6th house, just don't overexert yourself this day, all right? Don't overexert yourself. Don't do anything that's going to be, don't try to carry, 500 refrigerators this day. All right. I'm sure you could do it on other days. You're that powerful, but this is a day where you just want to avoid it because of that physical energy. And then Pluto in Aquarius, your 6th house, that does rule like health and fitness and wellness. Okay. There could be something here with work. There could be something here with travel, long distance travel, as well. So keep that in mind. This may be a day where you just want to, should anything come up, again, remember, every Virgo is different. Every Virgo has a different birth chart. It makes you different from every other Virgo in the world. So, some of y'all, this could be just like no sweat off your back. Now, here's the other thing. Mars squaring Pluto is for the collective. All right. So it could be you. It could be you that, something happened. You just feel really amped up and you just really want to go Godzilla, Bridezilla, whatever it is. Just remember to, be cool and you're going to be fine. All right. Just let karma work its magic. And just, if anything at all, use that Mars energy to be ambitious toward the things that you want. All right. To feel that drive and that passion in terms of changing your life. All right. And, with these squares, you can learn from them. Remember, I said last week, these squares, sure, they're challenging, but they're pushing you to grow, to thrive, to, excel, to expand. All right. So now on Wednesday, June 12th, we have Mercury squaring Saturn. So Mercury, the planet of communication, the messenger planet, right? Saturn, which is the authority. So this is a day where it's like the coach. It's like the coach that's telling you, listen, Janice, I'm going to sit you out I'm putting you on the bench. I'm putting you on the bench. So this is a day, again, just to be mindful and, while you're sitting on that bench, don't be hard on yourself. That's a thing with this square is like you could be over analyzing things, processing things. All right. So just be observant and just be aware. All right. And see how you can use, should anything arise around this time, like to your advantage. But this is a day where, again, there could be something, you may even get like criticism this day with the Mercury squaring Saturn. So it is kind of a testing day where someone could get under your skin. All right. So just exfoliate with that amazing Virgo-ness that you are. All right. And you're going to be fine. fine. Now, Saturn, remember, is in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. And this can be love, romance, it can be career. So it could be, a boss. Saturn being the authority here. It could be a boss, the CEO of your company, whatever it is. But just remember, this is a time where you also do not want to say anything that you don't want to say. All right. And you always want to be the better person in a situation anyway. So just remember, this is a day to be mindful. Don't make any big agreements this day as well. But it is going to be a time. And the reason why this may be like bigger than it actually is because remember, Mercury is in its domicile along with in Gemini, right? This is a week where we have a stellium in Gemini. We have Jupiter, the sun, Venus, and Mercury all in Gemini this week. All right. Remember, Gemini's that social side. It can't hold back. It likes to talk. All right. So, and it's some of y'all may know, I've dropped a lot of Easter eggs in some readings. Some of y'all may know that I'm a big I'm a super fan. I'm a Survivor super fan. I started watching that show over the pandemic and I just can't get enough. But the season ended 2 weeks ago. Okay. Around the time that all these planets started moving into Gemini, and I have never seen so much talk on like Twitter, like I mean, break out the popcorn. I mean, this was so people are going to be like you probably see it too, a lot like more activity on social media, a lot of people coming back and speaking their minds and things like that. But with this aspect, just remember, want to be very, very mindful about the things that you say, and also remember Mercury is your ruling planet as well. So it's not just communicating, it's also just thinking about things and processing things. So again, this is a time where you don't want to fall into any bear traps of conflict or conflict with words. For an example, like I did get I received an email from a colleague. It was very passive aggressive, and it was like she definitely like they were fishing for like, oh, they really wanted to get into it with me, and I responded, "Thank you so much." That was it. Okay. Like donezo. All right. So now on, where are we? Friday. Wow. Okay. So here's the thing. Friday we have on June 14th. All right. So Sun conjuncting Mercury. Absolutely amazing. Okay. This is really great. Mercury Cazimi. All right. We have a couple of these throughout the year, but this is a total refresh of the mind. A Cazimi is when the planet is in the heart of the sun. So it is this true, like, refresh, this clarity, you coming up with brilliant ideas, having these big moments with even like the way that you're thinking about things. Like there could be this big shift. Now, a lot of it could have to do with career. Okay, this Mercury Cazimi is happening in your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, honors, achievements. So this is really, really, really nice. And remember, Mercury is in its domicile in Gemini, so it really, and Mercury being your ruling planet really gives you a lot of leverage here. A lot of writing activity that could be happening around this time, as well as travel, even contracts and negotiating things. All right, would be a good day on this Friday. Now on Sunday, Venus and Mercury both square Neptune. This is going to be a big thing. All right, and the reason why I say this is because of what's happening now with Neptune. Now, first things first, on this Sunday with Venus and Mercury squaring Neptune happens to be in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships along with Saturn. All right, so Neptune is a planet where it is, well, first of all, this day, it's all about seeing through the veil. It's all about seeking your truths and holding on to your truths, okay? Especially if they relate to a partnership or relationship. Again, it can be career, it can be your profession, it can be, whatever resonates with you at this point, right? But Neptune is spirituality. It is compassion. It's imagination. It's intuition. We love Neptune. But in squares, in moments like these, you see the other side of Neptune, which is illusion and delusion and confusion and escapism. Okay, it is almost like this spiritual abyss, but Virgo, you're a light, you're a shining light, and so use your light. This is you tapping into your spiritual side, which is going to be, it will make all the difference here. All right, so use your intuition, your imagination, face all your truths, break out the crystals, do what you got to do. This is knowing your truth and not hiding from anything, not running from anything. This is these squares are trying to push you, especially into that escapism part. Okay, they're trying to push you into that area, and definitely it's one of those where you could just really completely ignore something that you really need to really have this head-on moment. All right, spiritually. All right, no, like by Felicia moments here. This is like you really like no store closed, gone fishing signs. Face your truths, okay? Face your truths. Around this time, there may be something here that you may need to have 2 feet on the ground, okay? Now, the thing that is really big about this, all right, is that this is happening at 29 degrees. Now, Neptune is going to be at 29 degrees in Pisces until the summer, until September. All right. 29 degrees, a critical degree. All right. We're closing out that there's 30 degrees, right? And so the reason why this is a big deal is because Neptune after September is going to move back a bit. Okay. And then it's going to move into Aries, right? The first time in Neptune's been in Pisces since 2011. That's how long. Neptune is such a slow moving planet. It takes that long in a sign, 13, 14 years. Now, 2025, moving into Aries, dipping back into Pisces. Okay. Now, 2026, it will be at 29 degrees again. All right. At the end of, February 2026, right before it moves into Aries for 13, 14 years. All right. So this is a big deal. This is an absolutely big deal. All right. 29 degrees is like, it's kind of like a graduation. Okay. It's almost like a graduation. Having this, it's like a toast. Okay. It's a toast to everything that you've learned, all this, spiritual activity, and you could have been a lot more invested in that as well. All right. Since 2011 with Neptune and Pisces in its domicile, by the way. So keep that in mind. You could have become a lot more intuitive, a lot more spiritually, moved and invested and, a lot more compassionate with Neptune and Pisces. Neptune is also dreams, the unseen, the metaphysical, the subconscious, hidden things. So those could have been big factors for you, but with it being, things beyond the physical plane, you may not have even noticed. You may not have even noticed that all this spiritual activity was happening, but that's why you want to trust your intuition and be part of this story, be part of this, aspect that's happening. All right. Now, Neptune takes 165 years on average to do a complete orbit. To complete the cycle, okay, around the zodiac wheel. So when you think about Neptune moving into Pisces in 2011, think about what happened 165 years before that. That brings us to the year 1864. So Virgo, tell me what happened in 1864. Well, Neptune was discovered. Okay, in the modern world, in the real modern world. Okay, so hello, it's completing its very first full orbit, its first full cycle. This is kind of exciting. This is kind of an exciting thing that is happening right now. All right. And it's closing out. It's going to close out full stop 2026 when Neptune moves into Aries. So what is Neptune asking for you to do when it's at 29 degrees? It's asking you to not only be more, in tune with your spirituality and your higher mind and your higher self, but to use it to surrender the things that no longer serve you well. Okay, the things that may be holding you back, and to be aware of that. Okay, you do not want to bring those things into this next cycle when Neptune moves into Aries. That's going to be a big deal for you, Virgo. That's going to be a really big deal. That's your 8th house, which we'll talk about in 2026 or even in 2025 when it moves into Aries for a little bit. But this is just remember that. Okay, remember, this is just kind of like a major closeout. It's going to feel really good. Just use those intuitive energy that you've built since 2011 to understand the things that you are ready to let go of your life. Okay, and it could be on this deep subconscious level. So feel free to break out the, Tibetan healing bowls and, the crystals, like I said earlier, or even like, 432 hertz music, which is very helpful, meditative, your sage or your garlic, whatever it is, whatever you use, but use it. Now, this is going to be really great because you will be rewarded. Okay. So you will be rewarded. It's going to feel really good. And this is one of those classic cases of, with it being at 29 degrees of someone, who doesn't feel that they're good enough, but then they have that really big moment of belief, self-belief and spirituality. And then they, win the game, or they, get the girl, or they get the boy, or they, reunite with their lover making pottery, okay, as a ghost, whatever it is. But you see what happens when you believe in yourself. That's all I'm saying here. So this is remember, there could be something here with partnerships and relationships. All right, so keep that in mind. It is in your 7th house. Now, the other thing is the moon will be in Libra all weekend long, which is really great. Okay, so it really does add this vibe to moon in Libra. I love, Libra does rule your 2nd house. Okay, so 2nd house is money. It's your south. There could be something with money and finances around this time, but it is also self-worth and self-value that, something building your confidence. There could be something here, especially with partnerships and relationships. Remember, Libra is the native ruler of that, and it just happens to be in moon happens to be in Libra over the weekend that, we have these Neptune squares, Neptune in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So there could be something there, okay? Something there that you may eat, just to have some attention on. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Virgo, let's see what's going on for you for the week of June 10th to the 16th. This is for Virgo, Virgo rising, Virgo moon. If you want to read for any other placements in your chart, you're absolutely welcome to. And, even Neptune, see where Neptune is in your chart. All right, so let's get, if you know your birth chart, let's get started. Virgo, let's see what's going on for you for June 10th to the 16th. Virgo, how you doing? I missed you, Virgo. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will, Virgo. Y'all are amazing. And the other thing, Virgo, don't forget, even though we have these squares this week, oh my goodness, don't forget, we're coming out of one of the best new moons in 2024. We're coming out of Jupiter trining Pluto. You're going to feel that for you're definitely feeling it now. We're coming out of the, Venus Cazimi. I mean, huge. The sun conjuncting Venus. So remember, there's still a lot of these amazing things that are happening for you. All right. So, Virgo. Yeah. Okay. You're good. You're good. You're absolutely good. You're definitely gonna, wow, there's this. Okay. So, we know that let's get, this is just, okay. One of those readings that I'm just like, how do you keep doing this? You always get these exciting spreads. You have the King of Swords. All right. So this is really great. So yeah, take that, soak it up. All right. That knowledge, that power, that authority, especially up here. All right. In communicating. All right. Communicating, even nonverbal communication. Okay. You even see the King of Swords here. He is the only king that looks directly at you. Okay. He's got nothing to hide. Now, remember what I said, everything about facing your truth. He has. Okay. He has. And no one can hide anything from this king. So this is you having that power at your head above the clouds, thinking logically, thinking clearly. I absolutely love this for you. Remember, Sun conjuncting Mercury is going to be a big thing for you. Pay attention to that. All right. There is a lot of just, this is the king, by the way, who is so smart, so strategic, so cunning, so just, cerebral. It's like if you lived in the medieval times, if you were summoned by this king, he is the one that makes you shake at the knees. So, sometimes like those people, you just never know what they're thinking. You never know what they're thinking. And that so much power in that. Okay. So much power in that, but you're going to be absolutely amazing. You got the Four of Swords, in your, in the heart of your spread. Okay. So, wow, this is just that stillness of mind, all right? That stillness of mind, letting everything sink in, but also you aligning with your, aligning your chakras, you having that moment of just equilibrium, okay? Really, really, really nice, okay? This is a lot of meditative energy, so this is really sweet. Now, remember, this is why I when I see your spreads, I'm like, what? The Four of Swords is a Libra card, all right? So once again, this is Libra rules, partnerships, relationships, Saturn and Neptune, both. Okay, the two most active planets this week, all right, are in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So there could be something that you're thinking about there. Okay, so really give it some thought. All right, really give it some thought and tap into your spiritual side the way that he is, and know that you've got all this warm thought, coming from the window here. A lot of comfort here. And when I say aligning your chakras, you can even see the 3 swords pointing down, right? Straight to the heart, straight to the throat, straight to the crown. boom, boom, boom. All right. So I really love this. So really, really take this moment this week to, just really, really, just sponge up all that, spirituality, which is really nice for you. Now you got the Five of Swords. Okay. Not surprised. Everyone's been getting Five of Swords. Well, I wouldn't say everyone, but, in a week like this where, again, there's going to be people that's like maybe fishing for, they're like, oh, I'm going to get them right here. Okay. So in your challenge area, yeah, there could be someone that's looking to, fish for some argument, not see eye to eye with you, ego tripping, things like that. You know what to do, Virgo. All right. You know what to do. So you just hold on to, your truths and do everything with grace. All right. And diplomatically. All right. You're going to be fine. You're going to be good. And it just seems like you are just fierce. You're gonna be fierce. You got the King of Pentacles, all right, and you got the Empress. Now this is what makes this very interesting. Again, you see you got all swords across your crosshair, so a lot, definitely going to be a lot of mental activity, but in a good way, in a great way. King of Pentacles in your crown. So you've got two kings here. All right. You got two kings here. So the King of Pentacles in your crown. What I love about this is that the King of Pentacles is someone who is very, very rich. Very, very rich, just like the Empress. Okay. And we're going to get to that in a second. But the King of Pentacles, the richest king, but this is someone who is very confident. You look at his hand over the pentacle. He's owning his wealth here. Look at all the abundance. Look at his harvest. You can't even distinguish it from his robe, which is custom made. That was custom made. Okay. This is really nice because it seems like you are in this place where you want to create all this abundance now. Okay. You're in this flow of abundance. Keep that line open. Okay. Keep that flow moving. All right. This is really, really, really nice. This is really sweet. And it's also like spiritual abundance as well. King of Pentacles. Pentacles are earthbound. So money and wealth, but it's also your physical reality. So there could be this world of abundance that you're, really planning out now. Okay. You're really seeking, you're feeling it. You're like moving into it. And so really continue to move that down that direction. All right. And don't let these squares like hold you back. Don't let, anyone, if there is anything don't let them knock you off your path. You're going to be absolutely fine here. All right. Just keep moving forward. And he is someone that is very practical and pragmatic. So, use that energy to, okay, just really processing things. Remember, Mars is in Taurus. That's a big thing because King of Pentacles is Taurus. Okay. So, you can even see the symbol of Taurus, like the, bulls all over his throne here, and that is your ninth house of spirituality. All right, so this is really, really, really nice. All right, now the Empress. Wonderful, wonderful. This is divine feminine. This is, unconditional love. This is being, in touch with your super conscious. This is a lot of love, a lot of passion. This is a lot of abundance too. Okay. But there is a sense of something new that's growing in your life now. Okay. And you may feel it this week and you may be the one that's creating it. All right. Creating something that is very new to you, but it's also this way. It could be, on a path you're on where there's just, something new on top of that as well. Or even ascending in an area. But hey, this is really, really, really great. And so this is someone who, this is Venus here. Okay. This is Venus. I absolutely love this for you with, you see the symbol of Venus in her stone-shaped heart. All right. And so you can see the pomegranates all over her gown. You can see how which is like fertility, growth. Like there's something blooming for you right now. You can also see she's lounging back. Okay, she's so comfortable. She's comfortable in her abundance. This is like so much love. This is your soul glorified. Remember, spend time in nature. Okay, and this is sensuality. It's even like sexuality. There's so much here that's really great, but it's that abundance that is the biggest drive for you now. What's really crazy about this, you see all swords, right? All swords in the middle of your spread, and you see the King of Pentacles in your crown and the Empress in the root of your spread. Now, what do these two people have in common? They are the only two people in all of tarot that hold the golden scepter. Anything they touch turn to gold. All right, anything they touch turn to gold. These golden scepters create this abundance, this wealth in their life. Like you are definitely heading in the right direction. Things are growing for you. And then you have the Ace of Swords in your future. So not only the King of Swords, but the Ace of Swords now. So wow, boom, there is definitely something new that's coming. That's got to be like, remember I said that I think I said this here last week, like there's a shift in mindset, thinking new things happening for you. Well, there you go. You have the Ace of Swords in your future. Okay. Aces, they usher in that new change, new beginnings, new opportunities. This is really, really big. This new cycle. You even see, and then swords. So aces are change. Swords are also change as well. So you got big change coming. Okay. The potential for it is really, really big, where there's a lot of victory and success that you can see like in your path. All right. And so definitely there could be some contract coming through. There could be something like even you having a new idea that's really moving the needle. Now, this is going to be excellent for you. This is such a, like, wow. Oh, this is so nice. Okay, so let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness. Virgo, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. What's this new thing that's happening for you? And you know I love y'all. Look at you. Look at you. All right. So, yeah, you are definitely good. You're moving into a place where things are happening for you. And it does look like there is some sort of partnership being formed. This bond, it seems like there may be someone that's actually really, really inspiring you, possibly. And someone that's really, you know, it might be someone else that if you are forming a partnership, maybe an alliance, maybe in business, in love, romance, whatever it is, it seems like there could be someone that's also like in the driver's seat of that for now. Like, you know, if that's what you'd like. But let's get started. You have the Two of Swords here. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a week where partnerships and relationships, again, career, business, enterprise, things like that, or even love, romance, whatever resonates with you, could be something big, because you just got the Two of Swords, which is attributed to Moon in Libra. All right. So another card of partnerships and relationships. And as you know, as I mentioned, the moon will be in Libra this weekend. So wow, that's big. It looks like you may have to make a decision. Okay. There is something that I do not want you to resist, or I'm getting this resistance energy. So just keep that in mind. If remember the weekend, especially with those Neptune squares, face your truth. All right. She's not. She's got a blindfold on. All right. She's also got her back turned to the sea and the moon. So her intuition and her emotions. So really take that time out. All right. Remember, you already got the Four of Swords in the heart of your spread. Really take that time out to go within, to really trust your intuition, to listen to your inner voice. Okay. To make this decision. All right. So this is it got to be something that could be really nice for you. Now, you got the Chariot in your external factors area. So there's that boom, boom, boom energy. It could be like a friend that really is pivotal, is part of your journey. It could also be just, again, like I said earlier, the energy of someone like with a partnership relationship, because it's such a big, you know, theme for you this week. That really is part of your journey too. The Chariot is someone who has, you know, he's moving forward. He's not looking back. Okay. Because he knows everything's going to work out for him. He's confident. He's got this willpower, this determination to just go after his dreams, which is really nice. Now, the other great thing about this is the Chariot is Cancer. Okay. And so Cancer, we're moving into Cancer season next week. So this is really great. So there's something that's kind of like propelling you into like Cancer season, which Cancer rules your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Okay. And you even see in his canopy here referencing the star, right? The card of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Okay. The stars in there. Now, the other thing is that it could be, like I said, like a friend or a group, but even still there's this movement. Okay. And that's the biggest thing, is that you're moving forward and you're having all this clarity and there's something new happening for you, but you do have a partner in crime. Okay. That's going to be really, really nice for you. All right. So I absolutely love it. You got the Three of Swords. Okay. But where it falls in your staff, it's just saying, nope, no more. All right. No more. This is beyond anything where, you know, what's really coming through the most is like, you could have already gone through like some emotional healing, and now you're just like ready. You're in this new mindset. You're in this new place, even emotional space. We're just like, nope, I'm moving forward. These squares are not going to get me. I'm going to, you know, be the better person. I'm going to hop over them, whatever it is. Like, you're going to be fine. Okay. Now, the other thing is, and remember, Three of Swords, sword. You see that, right? You see that, okay? Everything else is court cards and major arcana. So this is how significant and rare, actually. This is one, two, three. That's a lot of swords. Anyway, the point I was making is, sure, this is a card where it is like emotional healing. This is a card where there could be some, we call it the heartbreak card or the heartache card. But it is still a sword suit. Okay, so up here, so what's happening here is coming up here. But that's one thing that I want you to not do, is not feel that you do not have the emotional capacity to create some sort of like, oh, I don't want to be heartbroken, so I'm not going to do this. Like, don't do that. Okay, don't do that. That would be you becoming your own enemy. That would make you the Five of Swords here. All right, so you're going to be fine. Look at this. You're going to be really great. You're going to be, because look, you have the Queen of Cups in your final outcome too as well. Like, you're going to be absolutely amazing. The Queen of Cups has so much love to give. This is just, she leads with her heart. She leads with her heart. This is the queen that, if you lived in her, village, whether you were the emperor, whether you were a farmer, she would know your name. She would know your story. That's how much love she has to give. This is unconditional love that you already got the Empress here. Okay. Now, the other thing that's really crazy here, well, and also she's very intuitive. This is the most intuitive queen. Okay. So remember that spiritual energy of self-love as well. Emotional intelligence, her feet like right in the water. You can't even look at that. All right. Remember the water, emotions. All right. So just really, really nice energy. You being in this place where you just have a lot of self-love, you have a lot of love to give, and you have that, kindness and compassion, not only for the people in your, your life and your world and your orbit, but for yourself. And now, the last thing that's really crazy about this is that the Queen of Cups is Cancer, okay? And so this is double water here. Queens are water, cups are water. So Cancer, like I mentioned, your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. So with, the Chariot here. So really interesting here, because you got so you got the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Swords all in succession, okay? I mean, obviously in different areas in your life. These are all Libra cards. These are all Libra cards. Your partnerships and relationships is what it rules. So really, really interesting. And then the other interesting thing here is that, again, all swords, right? But all this breakthrough and stillness of mind, okay? And then you have these two court cards and these two major arcana, and then you have these two cards where they're the only people that hold that golden scepter, again, that creates all this abundance and richness in your life. I mean, you're good. You're really, really good, Virgo. You get a mic drop. Wow. This is so crazy. I have not seen, this is really, really special. Really, really special. So you definitely are going to go through some big changes. Big changes. There's a lot happening here. Okay, Virgo, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on, Virgo. What is happening? Next week, we will talk more. We got a lot happening. We're moving into Cancer season. You're going to love that. You're going to be a lot more social. You're going to be seeing friends. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big, next week's going to be big because we also have the full moon in Capricorn. Okay, we'll talk about that. Anyway, Virgo, thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.